So usually in these type of situations, cops want to not escalate a situation and talk crazy. Granted, I'm not showing the front part of this video. I just want to show you how this cop goes super aggressive on this guy and how he talks to him, taking the Lord's name in vain and going crazy instead of trying to de-escalate. And of course, they all dump their mags into this guy who's sitting in the car. Yeah, he has a gun, by the way. Because he's scared shitless. Listen how he talks to him. See? And then he takes God's name in vain. So why wouldn't you be afraid if you were faced with armed demons? Let go of the GD gun. He's got it to his head right now. The other guy ain't got his gun pointed at nobody. He don't have his gun pointed at nobody. He's leaned his head against the window and he's saying, shoot me, shoot me. So clearly he's having like emotional issues. He was sitting inside of a locked car. He wasn't driving, didn't get pulled over. They so-called came to the scene investigating something else, quote unquote. But then, of course, see a guy sleeping in the car and decide to harass him. And for whatever reason, he's probably poor and homeless, maybe even wanted. And he just doesn't feel like going through this shit. So he's like, fuck you, kill me. And of course, these cops will oblige you. They're murderers, demons who take God's name in vain. He says it about 6 times. Watch. That double click code, that beep beep you heard, beep beep, that was someone else saying shoot him. That's code when they key their mic twice, and all of them got different codes, but that was a mic key right now to let everybody know dude was going to shoot dude.
Torino, come over here. Get behind me.
He told Torino to go over there so he wouldn't get hit with crossfire.
Is it in his right hand? It's in his right hand. If he lifts it up anywhere, he's pointing it down, it's up. Hey, do not fucking move it. I will fucking shoot you.
See, listen how he talks to him. I will fucking shoot you. You know, you're not in Iraq, buddy. This is the United States. You're not occupying militarily somewhere to demoralize. Your objective would be to talk this guy down. Put down the gun, buddy. It's not worth it. Come on, I don't want to have to shoot you. I don't want to have to do this. But you could tell by the tone of that cop's voice, he wants to shoot this man. He wants to. And of course, that man, what if that man was psychic or had good mental abilities and knew when he's seen this cop that this cop only wanted to kill him and now he wants to defend his life? I mean, you tell me. I can't call it. I just know it's bullshit. We need
He's not dropping the goddamn gun.
See, Lord's name in vain.
Take the window out.
They used to take the window out so that he can dump his mag in there. So the other guy taps it out with his baton, and this guy's going to dump a whole magazine of Glock 40 rounds in his face. So, of course, they all... Notice how the other cop bent down on purpose so his body cam missed it when he dumped his mag. That's a maneuver they learn in the police academy of how to twist your body a certain way to give the camera bad angles. You'll see that in a lot of videos. You know, most times they do it intentionally or they're covered or they turn it off. But anyway, these two guys both dump mags. I don't know, at least 10 rounders. And the other guy on the other side. So they put 30 rounds in him right quick. But then they're going to play like, oh, we got to get in and render him aid. How are you going to aid someone you just shot in the head 57 times?
The gun remains in Garcia's lap after the shooting.
They don't even know if his gun's loaded. He hasn't let it bust. He hasn't aimed it at nobody. He's still moving with the gun. I'm such a coward. Please, let's shoot him 50 more times because I'm a coward. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. If you're scared, don't do this job. Listen to the other one. He's a pit bull. Fuck. And then Lord's name in vain. Lord's name in vain. Fuck.
Let me see your hands. Get your fucking hand off the gun. Get your hand off the gun. Watch crossfire.
Another officer who was not involved in the shooting runs toward the scene.
They're probably
retrieving the gun from the vehicle.
They're probably going to dump on him again. I don't know. I'm seeing this the first time with you guys.
In order to safely provide medical attention to Garcia.
Oh, medical attention. Yeah, because you can save him with 19 holes in his head.
Can we retrieve the gun and get him out and get him to fire?
Because we want to save him now that we've killed him.
Let me glove up.
Let me glove up. They do that on purpose. He knows a little blood ain't going to hurt him. But he'll do that on purpose to let this guy bleed out. Oh, my rifle. You're really going to need your rifle. This motherfucker is shot to pieces. Guaranteed.
Gun is secured.
Once the gun was removed and secured, medical assistance was provided to Garcia, but he did not survive his injuries.
Oh, you don't think he survived?
Provided to officers by Garcia.
This bitch don't think he survived. What the fuck? Really, bitch? He didn't live? They only aired his ass out like a fucking colander. Treated that motherfucker like a spaghetti strainer. I bet he could strain spaghetti with his biscuit, though. Yeah, we need to change the rules of engagement for these cops. This is too much, man. That they can, from 3 sides, just dump 50 rounds into you simply because you have a gun. If this was days when all the cowboys had guns on their hips like we all are allowed to do, you're telling me just because they seen a gun on your hip that they're going to all shoot you? No. And he's in a car. He's from a non-defensible position. He can't see all the angles. They get to just shoot him in the back of the head execution style? Come on, man. This is too much power. Say it's justified or not because he had a gun. That's not my point. He wasn't doing nothing with that fucking gun. And he's, oh, well, we're preventative. Cops aren't supposed to be preventative. They're not offense weapons. They're defense. They're supposed to be on the defense. Back in the day, they would have waited till he upped the gun and shot. Then they would have shot him to pieces saying, oh, he shot at us first. And if he would have shot at them or even put the gun up to the window and aimed it at him, I would have said, okay. Rules in Afghanistan for rules of engagement is they can have an AK-47 on their person. As long as they don't raise it past whatever it is, 45 degrees, and point it at you, you can't shoot them. But yet you can in the States? So you're telling me the rules of engagement here are more lax than they are in Afghanistan? Get the fuck out of here.